If you're planning your trip to Rome, save this video. This is everything we did in 48 hours. So on our first morning in Rome, we headed to the Trevi Fountain at 6:30 in the morning. It was still a little busy, but a lot quieter than the rest of the day. And then we headed to this place called Forno and got the viral pistachio croissants. It's literally right opposite the Trevi Fountain, so you won't miss this. We then walked to the Spanish Steps and took some photos there, and we headed straight to Villa Borghese. These were the amazing rooftop views along the way. It was a bit of a trek to get there though, but it's a very beautiful place. We hired boats which only cost around €5 per person, and you get to stay on the boat for 20 minutes. It's very pretty, it feels very majestic and literally straight out of a Barbie film. I definitely recommend doing this activity. We did it on my sister's birthday and it was one of the highlights of our trip. And then around sunset time we got a taxi to the Colosseum. It looked so cool as it all lit up at night. We then went to the top of the metro station to get some nice photos with the Colosseum in the back, and we saw this really cool little concert going on. I've seen this all over my TikTok For You page, so I was so excited when I saw it in real life. It was such a vibe, everyone standing there together singing. It was definitely one of my favourite nights on holiday, so I definitely recommend going to the Colosseum at night. It feels completely different compared to during the day. And then we got a taxi to the Pantheon, and we also got some gelato. We went to this place called Don Nino, but they said that the ice cream wasn't suitable for vegetarians, so we could only get this sorbet, but it was still very nice. And then the next morning we had a Colosseum tour booked for 10 a.m. We got to go inside the Colosseum and it was actually a lot more interesting than I expected. We also had to walk up Palatine Hill, which was a bit of a trek in the heat, but it was definitely worth the view. We also saw the Roman Forum from the top of Palatine Hill. And then later in the evening we went to Vatican City, which is actually the smallest country in the world, so ticked off 2 countries on this trip. We also went inside these 2 churches. I'll leave the names of them on the screen. One of them has a mirror where you can take selfies for, I think it's €2. We didn't end up getting any mirror selfies because the queue was too long, but the interior in both of the churches were just incredible.